Hey, it's Eric with Jazz Wealth Managers, where we don't just invest the dough, we like to educate you on your dough. Let's talk to the baby boomers, or maybe you're not considered a baby boomer. I don't know. There's a really large range that's out there. It's like 58 to 76 or something right now. And so maybe you're in your late 50s, you're still working, or maybe you're in your 60s and 70s and just want to see where exactly you fall with the benchmark here of the median average retirement money saved. So Transamerica Center for Retirement Studies put out some research, and they estimate that it's actually $202,000. That's the median there. And so if you're over that, awesome. If you're under that, that's one that you got to really work towards to figure out what's going to be best. But today, what I want to do is actually figure out, if you have $202,000, let's just say that you're 59 years old, how much can you live on in retirement if you retire at 67? Now, one of the biggest factors that you have to think about in retirement is going to be Social Security. Especially if you haven't saved an extensive amount, Social Security is nice because it's going to pay you a guaranteed amount every single month. That's also going to oftentimes increase with inflation each year, and that's going to be something that you can count on. Now, the investments themselves will be supplemental to the Social Security, and so you're going to say, okay, I've got this much coming in off of Social Security. The investments then you can pull from to spend down for the retirement years to make sure that you have enough to fully live on. So all of that to say that $1,980 is the full retirement age average per AARP for a 67-year-old that's retiring, that's had an average income of $50,000 for their Social Security earning years. So that's the number that I want to use there. And what that comes to is $23,670. Now, I'm going to go over here to the screen for a sec and show you how we're going to calculate this up. So this is just a basic planner that we have in our dojo that we can really just calculate some simple numbers here. It's not nest egg. It's a little bit different if you watch the videos quite a bit and see nest egg. Let's just say that this person's 59. It's Louis Armstrong right there. And so 67 years old, 23 years is the length of retirement until, unfortunately, they're going to pass away at some point. So we're going to say at 90. Amount already saved, $202,000. We're going to use that median. 7% retirement returns. So that's pre-retirement returns. That's what we're going to focus on. You got to come up with an average there. So now we're going to say just kind of what Social Security talked about. And we're going to say this person's still making $50,000. That's what they're making a year. Now, from there, we're going to say that they don't have any expected annual increase. Or let's say that they have an increase of 2.8%. Because that's what we're going to factor in as also inflation there. So we've got that percent of salary saved. We're going to say that they save 10%, $5,000 a year. Employer match is 3%, or they're going to do 100% of max contribution here is 3%. So there we go. So they're going to give you 3% on your money that you're putting in. You're not going to save any other money. I mean, you're making $50,000 a year. You're putting away 10% of that, $5,000, that's a good chunk right there. And so then how much can you actually live on in retirement? Well, remember, let's first go down here. We're going to say that our retirement returns are 5.5% in retirement. You're going to scale back a little bit. You're not going to go as growth mindset with your money. Expected annual inflation, 2.8%. Other retirement income, that's where our Social Security is going to come into play. We're going to say $23,760. Again, that's that AARP number that we got. Income starts at 67, annual increase of 2.8%. Remember, Social Security should get that. So then I had actually already done a little math for you, but let's get it kind of close and let's see. But if we give it about $38,000 in retirement, then that should put you, you've got about $5,000 surplus at the end. Ultimately, that's going to get you to where you're spending down your assets there. When you come over here, you're going to have about $414,000 is what you're going to have at age 66 to 67 right there when you're retiring. That's if you have the $202,000, you get the 7% return. You're also contributing and also getting a match there. So you're still going to end up retiring with a nice nest egg. You just have to scale it back a little bit from what you're living on today. But this is just to give you an idea. If you're in that median range, maybe that's one that you can think through and realize that, hey, you can still retire. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more FinTips videos, click here. Be sure to like and subscribe also.